She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible. We know what choice our little Oceánida would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now,
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling...
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them?
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number, if you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance. And aren't human emotions love, hate, regret? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss...
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the detailed...
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with...
Now we're talking like a Alright, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a...
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage.
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes...
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage.
No, that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on, we'll need to get the go-ahead from Neuvillette.
Time to go.
Hey, look at that! Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing?
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Farina. And you too, traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event.
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things undue. The story of the little Oceánida is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage. I will say, however, and I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Huh? What do you mean?
Yes, and this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every... Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom. But I've developed...
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question?
Well, if the Little Oceánida turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talent.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act, nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no... This experience, I must admit, though, I'm a little envious.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date, and...
Thanks, Nervalette.
You are very welcome. Many people were once enthralled by Lady Farina's performances, myself included. I hope that one day, she'll be able to understand that our appreciation was always sincere.
Good news, everyone! Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Nervalette was moved. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity. But we now have all a touching story. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can...
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse. Fiamal and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really...
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us! We've come so far!
It's amazing! Even though Farina's still being a bit of a drama queen.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to...
accursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back,
Leave this place, oh little Oceánid, and never, ever look back!
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine... If only...
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage!
Why? What?
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now. Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only
I figured whatever it took to get...
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking...
I'm sorry. I've let...
You... This is a...
Miss Farina?
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know which... Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale. From the sublime to the...
Thank you, Miss Farina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after...
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets, myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned...
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure.
Well said. I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
Is she here yet?
Will she get here?
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies, et la cité elle nourrit, ainsi que toi, mon doux amour.
But what about your wish?
My... wish...
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?